Dream, I was at the park playing with my kids. Regular, normal day. Beautiful day outside. Next thing I know, the firmament fell. And as soon as the firmament fell, it was all kind of government officials pulling up to the scene in big buses. Everybody was on the bus together. Everybody was in planes. All of the government officials, like all of the elites of the world, like they were already ready, basically, for this day for it to happen. And I'm just standing around looking like, what is going on? When I woke up, God let me know that that dream meant that the elites of this world are getting ready because they know what's about to happen. And he says that we are not going to be ready. So me playing in the park with my kids like it was a regular day was representing us not being ready. The government knows that they can feed us alive because they have been doing it over the course of years, feeding us lies and calling it conspiracy theories and distracting us with things.
Acts 2:17-18 in the NIV. In the last days, God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions. Your old men will dream dreams. Even on my servants, both men and women, I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they will prophesy. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Peace and blessings to the elect men of the Lord and the 1/3. We are in the last days. Prophecy has been on the rise and will continue to intensify and continue until the ultimate prophecy of Yahushai returning to redeem the elect men of the Lord and destroy Babylon, aka America, and ruling over all nations under Yahushua in the kingdom. There are so many videos of people having dreams and visions of end time events taking place, showing the times we are in, the end times. My last few videos have been primarily focused on prophecy because there's so much to cover and prophecy happening quickly. Seek Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai while he is near, like it says in Isaiah 55:6 in the KJV. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Call upon Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai while he is near, and while we have this grace period to do so. Because once the famine of the word and grace period is over, these dreams and of end time prophecy of Jacob's trouble, famine, persecution, World War III, the MOTB, and the return of Yahweh Shai will start to take place. Seek Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai so you can endure these trials and prophecies to come if you are a part of the hopeful elect men of the Lord. I am going to run these clips of people having dreams and visions of end time prophecy. I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakah Kadash. Peace and blessings to the elect in the 1/3. Shalom.
All right, guys, so I'm feeling compelled to talk about this prophetic dream I had about 5 years ago in 2021. I actually shared it on my old TikTok. I still have the original video, but let's get into it. So back in 2021, I had this prophetic dream about the United States. And in my dream, it was so fucking chaotic in the dream. Like, everybody was trying to escape. There was hella shortages. There were big ass drones flying under the house. Like, we were being surveillance, and everybody was trying to leave and everybody was trying to escape. And the states, Florida and California, came up. And at the time, I thought, okay, maybe that's where the shortages was going to start, until maybe like a year or two ago, where all these things started happening in Florida and California. California with the fire, Florida with all the laws and policy things they had going on. Either way, at the time, I knew that once the events happened in California and Florida, that was going to be the start of all this chaos that was to come in the United States or whatever. And I was telling people that they need to plan on leaving the United States. And if they plan on staying in the United States, they need to plan on growing some food and like making sure they have survival skills, because it's going to get real here regardless. And I was talking about how all of these things needed to happen because the systems have to fall in order for new systems to come. It's time for the systems to fall. So everybody's panicking about the systems that are falling, but it literally just has to. Like, it has to. Every empire has a fall, and right now, the United States is in its fall.
I've seen people hurting each other and breaking into people's houses to survive because they was trying to get food and water. I seen stores being empty. I seen the stores being looted, and they were stealing and taking everything: TVs, beers, snacks, chips, tissue, cleaning supplies, car supplies for your car, like oil. People was in the stores just looting. It was chaos. I seen people running all over the parking lots. I seen little hospital beds being set up in different parts of the parking lots of these empty parking lots, and they were like tents. But there were military and state troopers guarding these tents, and it was people that were sick that had this virus. I seen people just losing their minds. They was going crazy. They was going absolutely crazy, and it was all because of this lockdown, this new plague that rose that was very bad, and it really took the lives of many people. I need you guys to pray. I need you guys to really pray. Consider praying. Okay, I don't want this to happen, but sometimes God shows me things. I just pray for protection. Pray, because what I seen was not good.
With my husband and my mother-in-law, and another loved one walks through the door, and she's really excited about this thing that she did, and she shows us her right hand, and you can see where there is a microchip implanted in her hand. And she's telling us about how amazing this thing is and how we have to get it. Like, everyone has to get this thing. And me and my husband, we look at each other and we're like, we knew what it was. And she looked at us and she's like, what? Is it bad or something? Let me guess, it's bad. And she gets angry and she storms out the door. So then we walk outside, and when we get outside, there are these lines of people. Like, they're all lined up. There are people with pens and clipboards, and they're signing people up, non-disclosures, to get this mark. And so we're just like kind of avoiding the lines and trying to be, not be suspicious. But you can tell that the people who are, who have the clipboards, they're taking note of the people walking past and not getting in line. So, from there, we go to this office space, and there's like maybe 10 or 12 other people with us in this office space, and we have like protein shakes and snacks, and everything's like, we're stocked up for maybe about just a week for 12 people. But we all have agreed that there is no way, like, we will die before we take the mark. We knew what was going on, and we're like, no, we're not doing that. And next thing you know, the family member that had came in the door at the beginning, showing us her mark and was so excited about it, she walks in the door and she is no longer herself. She's like a shell of her old self, but now she's like an informant. And that's when I wake up. And I just feel like that is how close we are. We are so close. So close. And when that happens, like, anyone who takes the mark, they are not themselves. They're not themselves after they take it. They are transhuman. informants. They are being tracked, and if you are with them, you can be tracked down.
Brought me back to two different things that he showed me a while ago. One vision was about a year ago, and another vision was about a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years at this point. And I'm going to start with the one from a few years ago. I went into a vision and I saw soldiers' feet on American soil. And it was either Russian or it was Chinese. It was some type of foreign country. And I saw them land on our soil, on America's soil. And it was a really quick blip of that. And then I looked out my window, and at that time at my house I had this big bay window, and I looked out and I saw these soldiers marching down my street, and they were going into each home, and they were slaughtering people. They were pulling people out and slaughtering them. I remember seeing the blood go down the street as well and flow into the drains. Then moving forward to the next couple of visions that I had, there was another vision that I had, so we'll go to about a year or two ago that I had. And the Lord called me away to a park to walk, and I was walking through it has trails and stuff, and I was walking the trails, and the Lord began to show me things to come. I started seeing helicopters flying over the area that I was walking in, and I'm in, and people who don't know me, I'm in Midwestern, I'm in Ohio. So anyway, I was at this certain park. So I'm not even on the shores, anything like that. But anyway, so I was walking, and the Lord started giving me and showing me different things. And I saw these tents set up. I saw military encampments. I saw all of this stuff and people hiding. And the Lord began to have me pray for those who were in hiding. These were like saints of God who went into hiding, trying to hide from the soldiers, hide from the things that were actually occurring and happening, and to pray protection over these people that would be hiding in the woods where I was walking. And so I wanted to come on, and the Lord wanted me to come on to speak on these things, because these are things that are coming. America has thought that we weren't going to be affected by things, that we weren't going to see things, that we weren't, and that's kind of a prideful thing in the body of church, right? So like we kind of get in this habit being in America that, we have all these liberties and freedoms, which we do. But one day that's going to come a pass when we see destruction come.